I put it in 2002. That's when Daniel Kahneman became the first psychologist to win a Nobel Prize for his work in cognitive psychology. He did the work with a man named Amos Tversky, who was at least an equal partner in it. Amos didn't get the prize because he died, and it's not awarded posthumously. I actually knew Amos because he was on the faculty at UCLA. I was too dumb to find out what he was doing because what he was doing was pretty important. This is an example of the kind of thing that Kahneman and his colleagues did. It's a problem. In a lake, there is a patch of lily pads. Every day, the patch doubles in size. If it takes 48 days for the patch to cover the entire lake, how long would it take for the patch to cover half the lake? Most people answer 24 days. That's incorrect. But it comes into your mind. Almost anybody who takes this has a jump into their mind. Some people then go back and analyze it, and the real answer is 47 days, because it's if it doubles 47 days at half the coverage, one more day, and it doubles, it covers the whole lake. This is called the cognitive reflection test. There are 3 questions on it, and only 48%, they're easy questions. Only 48% of MIT students get it all 3 right. So us common people get fewer than that. And it's work like this, obviously more than this experiment, that led to Kahneman to conclude that we had a system 1 in our brain that was quick, not conscious, not necessarily rational, and makes most of our decisions. We jump to conclusions. And then we have a system 2 that's slow, conscious, rational, can override system 1, but rarely does. Most of our decisions are made by system 1. Kahneman's work started the whole field of behavioral economics, which is a rather large field now, and made cognitive psychology very, very important. Being drawn into the future is a funny story. Marty Seligman is a man with tremendous confidence, and he was sitting on a panel with the Dalai Lama, and he said it was a warm day in Australia, and the thing was pretty slow, so he turned to the Dalai Lama and said, I don't agree with your idea of living in the now. He doesn't say what the Dalai Lama said, but Marty said, we'd be unprepared for what is about to happen. And this is a quote from the book here. Our minds brim with futures. This is not to be fought. The future is our nature. We're creatures who are drawn into the future. And he views humans as the most unique thing about us is we live in the future. We're always trying to figure out what to do to cover what's going to happen. And in 2016, he published a book called Homo Prospectus. He didn't see us as Homo sapiens. We're not wise, we're oriented to the future. And he wrote this book with 3 philosophers. It's a good book. And I advise anybody who should read it who's interested in psychology. And this is a fun one, how he discovered positive psychology. He was aware that Newton was driven to invent the calculus and the laws of motion by an incident where an apple hit